Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page. Visit our partner pureatbowling.com and use the special code TAMER when making a purchase to be entered into a monthly drawing. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Alright, today we have Track's latest, the Tactix Hybrid. We're testing on a 40-foot medium house shot and a 40-foot Kegel Abbey Road pattern. First impressions, wow, this thing turns a corner, corners and then drives hard. For value, yes, I gave it the inevitable B+, you guys love so much. This is the same score we gave the original Tactix. It still offers great bang for the buck while being versatile. Overall, we gave it A- on a house shot, B on a sport shot. The quick story is the Tactix Hybrid was easy for every tester on a house shot. The ball is obviously designed to be clean and get easy length in stark contrast to the solid. Additionally, this cover really allows the core to store energy and wheel down lane. The Starship core seems to be a versatile one, allowing both types of shapes, and I've liked it from day one. For me, I found it angular but not quick off the dry. It's a bit of a contradiction, but what I saw was I could miss in and have a better chance to hold than missing out and having it drive back. It was so easy to strike from the track, so I started experimenting to see what it can do. I kept moving in, but for me, it got softer to make the corner relatively quickly. So ultimately, I would stay in the ball's wheelhouse, which for me was a relatively defined zone. Granted, house shots sometimes set you up that way, but this one out of the box is slightly allergic to heavier oil in the middle for me. James was next, and the truth is, just about all he did with the Tactix Hybrid was strike. He started going 13 through the arrows, and again it gets down lane easily, rounds itself out, and just drives through the pins. Once it jumped, he made a 2-in-1 move and instantly back in business. He was striking a lot, so fast forward to where it finally gives up when he's going about 18 through the arrows. For him, it looked like if the lanes dried up, he would be able to generate the angle with the Tactix Hybrid, but not at this stage. Nevertheless, this ball was extremely easy for James to strike with. For Bryan, his look was very close to James in terms of being able to strike with the Tactix Hybrid. He was going through 10, 11, 12 at the arrows to 8 or 9 at the break point. The ball got down lane fairly easily, but still allowed the core to read and angle through the pins. He really enjoyed the look on the house. ASIMs worked very well for Bryan, but the right cover formulation is important to match his game, and he found this one a match. If you watch back closely, his misses were very small, but when he hit 7 at the break point, the ball was that touch too soft to drive, so for all of us, misses out just had a soft look that didn't quite make it up the hill. Part of that may be the characteristics of this house. Onto this 40-foot Kegel Abbey Road sport pattern, and I struggled with getting to the pocket at all, let alone with any consistency. I had pretty extreme over-under. That clean look made it easy to blow through the breakpoint, making me tight. But of course missing in, and you could forget it. So clean angular reactions are just not ideal for fresh sport shots, especially for me from the left side. I just never felt settled. For James, it wasn't nearly as hard. Surprisingly to me, he was relatively comfortable going about 17-6. Missing in also had no chance to hold, but he had a smooth motion that seemed to sync relatively well for him, so he wasn't uncomfortable like I was. For Bryan, again, the Tactix Hybrid wasn't nearly as hard to strike with as it was for me. He still had a clean look, but even more angular shape gave him some play from a bit wider area from out. Missing in was the same as for everyone else. Bryan definitely had more room than I did, and it looked good going through the pins for him. Alright, final thoughts. Ultimately, this ball seemed easily suited to hit the house shot for all of our styles. Tactix Hybrid offers control angle shape, which made it not only easy to control the pocket, but carry as well. On the sport shot, I would say it was more mixed, at least out of the box. For me, I felt like it was near impossible, but I'm on the left side and the ball was too angular to play straight and too difficult to open up. The righties, regardless of style, enjoyed it. All in all, this is a nice addition for track.
I need to tell you the one Tamer Elbaga reviews.